I am Iron Knight. Gonna have a motherfucking iron fight. Ugh! Hi, I'm Brett. I'm in control this time. Greg's to my left, as always.
I'm to your left and in your corner. This is not a castle for anyone with fear in their heart.
I have no such fear. I have a lot of fear, actually, but
Do you?
not of this video game.
Do you have fear?
Everybody has fear.
Wow, what an honest answer.
Everybody has fear. Everybody's afraid of something.
Do you guys have fear?
What are you afraid of? Be
Don't
real.
say the dark and shit. Don't say heights.
Don't say something stupid.
Don't say that stupid shit.
For real talk, I am heights. Am I afraid of heights? Yes, I am.
You are afraid of heights?
Am I afraid of them? How do I put this? Like, I'll go up someplace high, right?
Okay.
Listen. I'll go up someplace high. Wow! See, I told you I'm afraid of heights.
Dude, we got to do a compilation of the noises we make when we die.
That's actually kind of fun. Homework of the day: when this series is over,
Oh, that's brutal.
will someone? I mean, they don't have
That's
to do it.
homework of your year.
I know, right? Someone make a compilation of like the noises we make upon like death, or just during the funny noises that we've accidentally made. Will you please? Hold on.
What'll we do?
What was I saying about heights?
I'll
So like,
draw a picture of you if you do that.
I'll go up someplace high, but I just won't feel good about it. And the older I get and the bigger I get, the worse it gets. So like,
The more scarier.
yeah. So for example, like I'll get on a plane and be totally fine, right?
Sure.
I'll get on a big elevator that goes up really high in a skyrise or something, like totally fine with that. But like if I'm like on a stage, like when like a high school
Oh, sure.
theater stage, but like I have to like walk down those like you know how like those
Yes.
wooden ass steps.
Yes.
As a big guy, I'm like, oh Lord, this could be it. You know what I mean? Like I just have to make peace before I like walk down those types of steps.
Yeah,
You know?
I hear you, man. You got to make peace with the possibility of
Oh, that was sick.
what just happened. What was that?
I did the double. I got two things, and then I immediately landed and was like, ugh, you know?
That's cool. In the last episode, my shovel got stuck in the ground. Was that because of our superpowers, or was it because of the dirt?
I think you were fighting Baz. I think he hit you with something.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a valid fear, Brett. But then there are them existential fears.
Such as?
Fear of death.
Sure.
Fear of humiliation.
Yeah, a lot of people have that. A lot of people have that. Oh, I think I missed something up there. I totally missed something up there. Well, I'm not going to get it now. Birder? I think I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. Probably on my stream. About like how the problems that they perceive that they're having are undoubtedly like tied to tied to fear.
Uh-huh.
It's like it always comes back to that, you know.
You have subscribed to that belief for a long time.
Yeah.
That fear and hope
Ooh.
are the two principal emotional drives that fuel us.
I've
that guide our
I've
decisions?
never heard that before. Are you about to be like, oh wait, that was me?
No, I think that was you. You've been talking about fear as a explanation for most human behavior since like high school or college at least.
I don't know about the hope thing, like as to some sort of like primal diametrically opposed forces. That's the first time I'm hearing it. See, so okay, first off.
Well, you've said that ego and fear are linked.
Oh man, like
that's true. You remember that?
That's a hundo, yeah.
You remember that?
What's up, dude?
Nicely timed, Brett.
Yeah, fuck this.
I like that he goes through the effort to put shoulder pads on.
He's incredible. What an not opposing, but imposing looking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, lava fish, Molman.
But yeah, man. I mean, so often I think when I'm trying to decide what I'll do in a given situation,
yeah,
like fear is so much at the center of the things I'm weighing. It's like fear of whatever.
Yeah.
That fish retreated away from you.
He was like, "Sake,"
and in so doing, he removed your opportunity to bounce.
Good assessment.
Squid. It's actually it's a fire squid.
Is it a squid?
That conical head suggests.
It looks like a fit. No!
Oh, that is awesome! That was awesome.
He got me.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I think the difference between like people, like it is all fear, but like I think most of the fear that people deal with every day is just fear of embarrassment and fear of like failure, which goes back to fear of embarrassment.
Yeah.
And both straight up, in my opinion, just have to do with ego, right? Like the reason you're afraid of getting embarrassed or whatever or failing, it's because, you know, like you have this idea of how you want people to look at you or see you and perceive you, you know?
It's true.
And
what's the answer to that? Learning to be confident in failure?
I think
because we're all human? Well, what's the answer, Brett?
I don't know if there is an answer. Like, I don't think there's anybody out there that has gotten rid of their ego 100%. I don't even think that's a good idea to get rid of your ego 100%. You know what I thought of the other day?
What?
I said a phrase that I've never said before, but I'm like, I think this makes sense to me. I said that, you know, like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, what do you think of that?
Well done.
I think that, like, you know, too much ego is a bad thing. And, like, I feel like ego is like salt. Like, you don't need much of it in order to function at all, you know?
Uh-huh.
But I think ego operating in the correct amount is just self-respect.
Right.
You feel me?
Yes.
I think that makes sense to me.
Yes.
Anything other than that is probably too much. Like, let it go. Stop caring what people think about you.
Interesting.
Which is
So
easier said than done, but it's something you got to work on, you know?
Yeah.
Woo!
So
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Suck that backfired. That backfire. Yo.
Nice. I'm going back for it.
In a temple that's governed by fire, you got to worry about backdraft and backfire. Yeah, dude.
Come on, baby.
Agreed, bro. So if you chart out the ego on a spectrum, then like notch number 2 is self-respect.
What would be notch number 1? Like no ego at all, like no self-respect?
I think 0 is no ego at all, which is impossible.
Right.
Just because mathematically 0 is impossible. And then notch number 1 would be something shy of self-respect.
Like a lack of self-respect.
I guess.
Like you let people walk all over you and shit.
Right.
Yeah, there's probably way more notches than that. Like, you know, this thing is very nuanced and shit. I don't know.
And
like,
but then 9 is what? Arrogance? It's like more
I think
towards-
9, if 10 is like the... Oh! I fell into the trap. Honestly, dude, I think like I said, all the shit is very nuanced and shit.
Yeah.
And if we're working on a scale of like 10 being the maximum, then 9 would be beyond arrogance. 9 out of 10 would be like a megalomaniac, probably.
Arrogance is like 6.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And we're right back where we were. This time I won't be a dum-dum. Probably. Really want to kill these guys, so I'll just... There you go.
Can you think of somebody who is inspiring in their mistakes?
Plenty of people.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Oh, what the heck? What just
Wait.
happened? What was that?
That was a hole in the wall.
Wait, you just bounce on that goo.
Yeah, green goo.
Oh, that's just like some helpful Mark Summers ooze. Cool.
Mark Summers! What do we got in here? It's Chester! You're not going to believe... Oh, yeah, what does he got? Dust Knuckles. First of all, cool ass name.
Yeah.
Dash through dirt and foes alike.
All right. Thanks, McChest.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, so people who... Well done. Well done, Brett.
That's fun, huh?
Not only fun, it was fun to watch.
Weekend Warriors. Not only fun, it's fun to watch.
And good for you.
What was your question about who is it that's in their failures?
Can you think of an instance where someone's response to their own failure or embarrassment was inspiring?
I watch a lot of improv shows. It happens every show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was that thing, by the way?
That was a mole man. Remember the mole?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's another great thing about doing improv is it probably trains you to respond to failure and humiliation in a
There is no failure. There is no in improv. If you're doing it right, there is no failure. Like if it's a quote unquote mistake, you just say yes to it and embrace it enough so that it's not a mistake anymore. You know what I mean?
aren't the mistakes or aren't the failures like things like denying information and all that? Like, wouldn't that be if you consistently deny
like in general
information?
practices, you shouldn't like deny someone or like if somebody establishes that there's a fucking like couch on the stage right there, you probably shouldn't walk through it or say that there is no couch
Right.
or say you're in a morgue.
Right.
But if it happens, like you can justify, you can always make it a thing, right?
Right.
Like if I establish that there's a couch on stage, if I said that there's a couch on stage and someone goes, "That's not a couch," I can go, right, like absolutely, because you're like it fades in and out of existence every other day. Like you're right, my bad. You can always
if that
justify.
person continues to deny, though, are they not failing?
Not necessarily. I mean, they're still improvising. I think they're improvising in a way that like a lot of people wouldn't like to play with them.
Right.
But that's the thing. That's another thing. People use the
It's
word
like
fail all
kicking
the
a
time.
baseball, isn't it?
Yeah, like play the fucking ball. You know what I mean? Like, if a kid is sitting there kicking a baseball, I'm not going to be like, "No, kid, you do it." Like, let the kid do what the fuck he wants. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess. Wait, this is a little bit of a puzzle. If I, so that did that. How do I?
You could when the platform's not there, and then use it to grab the jewel.
I'm trying to.
Goes too far, I see.
Ooh. First of all,
So we've established that the goo is helpful.
I think I know how. Oh my lord. I gotta move. I gotta go.
Best use of Locket.
I forgot what I was saying. I'm just sitting here waxing poetic mostly. But
You were just saying there's no failure in improv.
yeah, basically like nobody would like kind of want to play with that guy because he's not like, you know, he's not doing the thing that what I'm talking about. He's not saying yes to people. Like that's the only rule really. Maybe if I go up here? Think so? Can I reach that?
This is a tough one.
Yeah, that's. I'm not sure how to
You
get
did a
up
good
there.
job of getting out of dodge in time 6 times in a row. That was impressive in and of itself. Too bad there's no swooping owl.
I don't know how to get up there. But whatever, it's not a big
You
deal.
would have had to have got up there probably earlier further back, right?
You think so?
I don't know, Brett. Maybe there's something you can explode. Maybe there's something you can dig and explode.
Can I do this right here?
There's got to be something with that.
Nah, that's not the way. This is.
That's not the way.
That's the way.
Wow.
Double baby. It's simple when you think about it, right?
It looked simple when you did it, but it sure was hard to imagine before you did it.
Ooh, here's a. Okay, I think I know what to do.
Good news, with just a little goo, you can turn any lava fall into goo.
And everybody loves that goo. Okay. There you go. No Portland, Braber. We got problems. we got big problems. I thought we could, walk right onto the top of it, but that did not happen. Also, is this the way I want to go?
You could be forgiven for making that assumption.
No problem. I think we're doing all right. I like this. You can put that fire out.
Okay, great.
Also, yeah. I like this. Something I appreciate about this game is how it's just slowly and steadily teaches you its mechanics. Because like this goo wasn't there at the top. You know what I mean?
Yep. It was very thoughtfully put together, this game.
Yes. Well, it was a lot easier than I thought it was, Greg. I just had to walk through the goo. And now.
Uh-oh.
Nah, we're good. Uh-huh.
So what's the answer, Brett?
So what?
Fear, dude.
There is no answer to
We
fear.
just keep playing that JFK clip over and over again?
Basically. Oh,
But he was wrong, though, Brett.
him got shot. Him should have been
what
afraid.
I meant.
Him should have been afraid.
Oh, no. I wonder how many people have made that point. That's a morbid point.
Yeah, it is.
And an unfair one. And an unfair one.
I mean, but I guess the whole point, the reason we brought it, like, we really got on a tangent. I apologize about that, you guys. But like, I see. Okay, gotta be careful. Yeah, that's the last thing.
Come here, man. Come here, you're Red Knight.
This
What
is
do you
so-
think? What do you think you're gonna do? You're Red Knight.
This is so dangerous. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. I guess the point is, it's important to remember like what you're actually afraid of, because like there are certain fears where I'm like, I get it. Like if someone invades your home and they have a gun, don't try and be a fucking hero. Like, you know, give them what they fucking want. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
If you come across
Your life.
a brown bear, like don't fight the brown bear. Like, yeah, there are certain things that you can legitimately be afraid of.
Fear does have a purpose.
Exactly.
But we're misapplying it all over the place because we ain't built for civilization, bro.
Well,
I'm
that
using
sucked.
bro ironically too often. It's going to get misconstrued.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
take
not.
it back.
Yeah, at this point, it's just a part of you.
It's just a word.
But I guess what I'm saying is that a lot of people, when they are fearful in their lives and it kind of controls them, it's not even about life or death stuff or like dangerous stuff. It's about like embarrassment and mortification and like how people perceive them, which in the grand scheme of things ain't that fucking important. You know, obviously it's important like how you're perceived and shit, but it's important to recognize like when that is the case. I want to be perceived a certain way if I were like applying for a job, but other than that, what the fuck do I care? You know what I mean? I want to make people feel good when they're around me. That's less about how people perceive me and more about how I want them to feel in general, you know?
Yeah. I don't. Would you relate that to fear? I don't relate that to fear.
No, I don't, but a lot of people would. Right? Because when I say I don't care what people think about me, for the most part, people go, "Yeah, but like you don't want to be an asshole to people," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that has nothing to do with me wanting to be perceived by them a certain way, and more to me being like, I just want to make sure that they feel good when they're around me."
Maybe the fear, you could say that
Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, I know what I did wrong.
that was harsh. That was harsh.
I should.
Maybe the fear is that if people don't enjoy hanging around you, they will leave you. Maybe that's the fear.
Oh yeah, but you can't be afraid of being alone either.
Right.
Fuck that. I love being alone a lot of the time. I'm sure you're the same way.
Well, but it is interesting because I would say that I do have a little bit of that fear. Like I definitely like people to be comfortable around me.
And you think it comes from fear?
I think that at least a percentage of that is fear that that people maybe won't value you if you're one of those selfish folks who doesn't make them feel heard.
Certainly. But I guess what I'm asking is like, why do you want to be valued in the first place?
Well, and that, right, which that gets to sort of part B of my point, which is I do like to be alone quite often.
Sure. I'm sure like everyone to a certain,
Like, I'm
people
not
are
really,
different.
I don't think I'm scared of not having friends, but I am scared of, I guess I would be scared of people. Am I scared of that? What I was going to say is I would be scared of people. I'm not scared of someone meeting me and going, I don't like that guy
Okay.
so much.
What are you
I'm
afraid
sure
of?
it happens all the time. I'm more scared of people who know me really well, who then go,
I don't think this is possible for me to get that chicken over there. I'm sorry. People who know you really well going what?
oh yeah, and it would have been, okay, nice, okay. If someone knows you really well and then they choose that they're not,
Why are you afraid of that?
I'm saying I'm more scared of that
Mhm.
than the other things we've discussed.
Right. And I'm asking why. Are you
Because
afraid
that
of
person is more of an authority on, like you can always write the person you just met off, right?
Sure, but like if I get to know somebody for 5 years and then they decide that I'm,
You could still write them off.
and then they write me off.
Then you have more ammo to write that person off.
I mean, kind of like, I guess my point is this, not necessarily. Maybe there's somebody that I get to know over the course of many years and I respect them and I think they're wonderful and smart and kind.
Yeah.
And they think the opposite of me. Well, that could be the case, but the case could still be that like, just because someone writes me off, even if they know me very well, doesn't mean that they're right. Like they could be an asshole with a poor sense of perception.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
Even if somebody knows you, doesn't know that doesn't mean that they're
It doesn't mean
necessarily
they're more
accurate about you.
credible. Yeah, exactly. I hear you. Yeah, but I would say that's probably more, if I have a fear instinct, that's probably one that's more at work.
Fair enough.
And a logical fear instinct.
I can understand that. I can understand it, but
But
like
you can always rationalize away someone's opinion.
I guess what I'm saying is, even if you understand what you're afraid of, I think the next step is to analyze it and go, is this worth being afraid of?
Right.
You know?
Right.
You're out of your depth, spelunker. These ruins belong to the angels.
Huh. Astonished.
Is he making fun of my shovel?
Yeah.
I don't care how big
That
your
dude-
dick is, dude. Oh,
That dude just made fun of your shovel. What are you going to do about it, Brett?
gonna make a monkey out
Wow,
of him.
look at you. Wow. Aside from heights, do you have any kind of existential class fear?
Oh, sure. Plenty.
What would those be?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of. Oh man. I'm afraid of not.
Wow! You made quick work of that guy.
I told you he's a joke to me.
I didn't even have enough time to figure out what kind of animal he looked like.
I mean, he's called Mole Knight.
Oh.
I guess I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of procrastinating to the point where I don't get any of my goals done.
Ah.
You know. Oh shit! It's my turn. This time we will catch her, Greg.
That's a good one.
We will catch her.
Anyone else got that fear?
The same fear that I just said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Oh, no. I want... Oh, yeah. This is really efficient. Ooh, payment.
Whoa, you can stay up in that stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have so much money, you can get any suit of armor you please. I love the hand in the air.
We got her.
You did?
Yeah, we got her.
Good.
Oh, that was close, though, huh?
That was close. Because luckily you were close enough to the center when she started drifting down.
That's why I stayed. Oh, a meal ticket. Nice. Yeah, I was just making sure to stay in the center.
So it wasn't luck.
I mean, some of it was, but some of it wasn't. A whole new world.
Wow.
Ooh, there are people out there.
Oh my gosh.
I'll let you take care of those clowns, but first, what do you say we stop in the village and get a little bit of upgrade going, huh?
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure.
You have a sheet for that, Bard?
You got a couple, yeah. Man, we really got existential this time, didn't we?
Is it too much?
Ah, it's fine. Oh yeah, we already have the meal ticket. My bad. And he's not selling anymore. Hope his buff is wherever gonna be. How many life points do we have? 9? I think I count 9.
You're right.
All right.
You turned your snoot up at that music? Because it's a bomb? Why'd
No,
you do
it's
it?
we already got it.
Okay.
Huh.
I like that apple hat has a poncho.
He does full on have a poncho, like he's gonna go see a Gallagher show. You ever see Gallagher in concert?
People wear ponchos?
Did you not know that?
No.
Oh shit.
That's awesome.
Oh, what up, dude?
People wore ponchos.
What do you have to say? He built a catapult.
Is Gallagher still among the living?
Oh no, I think he died.
Uh-huh.
I think. Don't quote me on that. What up, dude? I want the red. I can't carry anymore. Oh, what do we have? Oh, my bad. You have this blue one. What does this do? Become invincible for 10 seconds. Oh man, we could have been using that, huh? Let's see. Let me use this. How's that for 10-second invincibility?
That feels nice and comfy, man.
I'm going to hook you up with the red ichor.
Oh my gosh.
That face.
What is the purpose of these fish?
Do you think that
What?
The Troupple King is afraid of anything? Look at that. Look at the confidence.
he doesn't seem to be. Like, he's like a golden retriever that way. They don't seem afeared of nothing, man.
I mean, look at the way the eyes are closed. Like, he's like, I don't even need to see what's around me.
Right.
I feel I have no natural predators.
That's right.
Like I feel like the lower you are on the food chain, like the bigger and brighter and wider your fish have nothing but eyes. Like,
Yeah.
because they need to just everything around them.
Right.
Like, what's gonna kill me?
Right.
Something is gonna kill me.
Right. That's why bunny eyes are so big too.
Are they really? Are they
Bunnies are, you never see them squinting. You'll never see a bunny squint.
When's the last time you seen a bunny squint? When's the last time you seen a bunny squint?
What is that, a Chris Rock bit?
That is my Chris Rock impression. Yeah.
Very good, dude. That's my favorite set of his. He did that in Vegas, didn't he?
The bunny squinting one?
Yeah, that's my favorite Chris Rock bit.
Next time on Weekend Warriors, Greg actually has a lot of cool things to do. Like, he's got to
Believe
like...
it or not, you skeptics.
What? He's got to like fight this guy up here, and he's got there's a Black Knight down there. Not to mention this Knuckler's Quarry. You can go and do that, get some more money. But we're making it, man. We're on like the back third of this map. We're getting there, baby.
The back third of this map.
Yeah.
How far in the campaign are we?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we just unlocked like the last third-ish. Like,
Wait,
we just
map
unlocked
is synonymous with campaign?
Cinnamonious, like this map we're looking at. I mean, yeah.
This map is the campaign.
I mean, when I say the map, I mean literally this screen.
So there may be another screen after this as part of this campaign,
No, there actually isn't. No,
but there could have been.
there could be.
Okay.
Next time on Weekend Warriors, we hope to see you guys there.
We'll see you. I expect to see all of you at the next episode.
Weird. What a weird tone. Later, man. Bye-bye. You got soft, warm hands, dude. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've been told that before.